What's up, guys? So today I wanted to do a video to explain kind of why I haven't been making very many Dragon Ball videos lately. So you may have noticed it's been, I guess, a little over a week since I've done a Dragon Ball FighterZ video, and you guys have not been shy to tell me about it in the comments. I've been getting a lot of comments of, you know, I'm unsubbing from you because you don't play Dragon Ball anymore. And if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you if the reason you're here is for Dragon Ball FighterZ and Dragon Ball FighterZ alone. But I do want to clarify, I'm not dropping the game. It's still going to be sort of a part of my repertoire. It's just not going to be the only game that I'm playing, which for the last year and change, basically I've only been playing Dragon Ball FighterZ on stream and in my YouTube videos, but I'm trying to change that. So I'm going to give you kind of the 3 reasons why my channel is changing, why I'm moving away from just playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. So the first reason is the game just feels kind of stale right now. I think a lot of people are sort of having this feeling because it's been like 3 months since GT Goku came out. We still have heard absolutely no word about the next character in Season 2 DLC. We're pretty positive it's going to be Janemba, but he has not been announced, he has not been shown, we have nothing to go on. And then, sure, it'll be hype when he comes out, but then are we going to have to wait another 3 or 4 months before we get the Broly movie characters? Like, having that long of a gap again is going to be really brutal, and I think even more people are going to lose interest in the game. That combined with the fact that they've announced that there are not going to be any more patches this year, which, like, okay, I'm okay with them taking a long time to do patches. I think that that's fair. You should let the meta develop and not just kind of knee-jerk patch what people think is really broken early on. I do agree with that strategy, but there are a lot of things that sort of people have complained about in this game in terms of the system mechanics. I think Super Dash, Raw Tag, Snapback, stuff like that. These have kind of been problems for people since day one. Myself included. Like, up-close Super Dash is pretty stupid, especially combined with good assists, like my boy Yamcha. It's pretty stupid. It's just not a very fun tactic to play around. And I feel like if they thought that these mechanics were problematic, they would have patched them by now. But they've had ample opportunity, and they have not changed them. So we're still dealing with the same tactics we saw like nearly 2 years ago when this game was new. And it's been pretty brutal. So I was hoping that these things would get changed, but they haven't been. Feels like we're going to have to wait until Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 or whatever before we see some actual core changes to the system mechanics. And it's just been kind of a bummer waiting that long playing, you know, what I think is a good game. I think Dragon Ball FighterZ is a good fighting game. It just feels very much like a first attempt fighting game. It feels like vanilla Street Fighter 4, except they released Super Street Fighter 4 only a year after vanilla Street Fighter 4 and really shook the game up, added second ultras for every character, added a huge amount of new characters, which Dragon Ball FighterZ is adding new characters, but they are not changing the core system mechanics, which for something that I do think the game is good, but I do think it also has a lot of problems. I was hoping to see more core changes to the system mechanics, but we're just not getting it. The game is just sort of starting to feel a little bit old, and I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way. But because of that, my motivation to play the game has been a little bit low lately, and that's one of the main reasons why I haven't really been making any videos for it. But let's move on. The second reason why I haven't been making any Dragon Ball FighterZ videos is just that for the future of my channel, I can't just play one game forever. I do need to branch out. Reasons being, first of all, we don't know how long Dragon Ball FighterZ will be relevant. Arc System Works has released fighting games before and then just never released a sequel. Like Persona 4 Arena comes to mind. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Dragon Ball FighterZ just might not be a relevant fighting game franchise in like 4 or 5 years. And I would like to still be doing YouTube at that point, so I can't just rely on this one game. I need to branch out. Also, in terms of just my own sanity, I think it's a lot better for me if I don't just play one game forever. Like, it's been fun playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, but it's kind of starting to wear thin. And when I play games like Samurai Showdown, that sort of reminds me why I love fighting games so much. It's such a breath of fresh air after, you know, over a year of Super Dash plus Yamcha, having to actually play footsies, be patient, maximize spacing and stuff like that has been really rewarding in Sam Show. So both for the sustainability of my channel and the sustainability of my own mental health. I think it's good that I'm able to play other games. And that sort of segues into my third point here, which is that this was never intended to be a Dragon Ball channel. My channel existed for years before Dragon Ball FighterZ came out. It's just that when FighterZ came out, my channel really exploded in a way that I couldn't have anticipated. I like quadrupled my amount of subscribers very quickly, just because I think this game brought in a lot of people who aren't your usual fighting game player type of consumers. A lot of people were interested in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and they found my channel because of that. But prior to this, you know, I had been playing Street Fighter V, I had been playing Tekken 7, Injustice 2, a bunch of different games. It's just that Dragon Ball FighterZ was so huge for me, and it would start to be like if I upload anything other than Dragon Ball FighterZ, I would get like 1% of the views that I would get if I uploaded a Dragon Ball video. So I definitely, for a long time, felt like I was really shoehorned into this one game if I wanted to get any amount of views at all. But I think that's kind of changing. For one thing, just views for Dragon Ball FighterZ are going down. Less people are searching for it on YouTube. Interest is kind of fading because there have been so few announcements for the game lately. So I don't feel as obligated to only make videos for this game. But also, there have been a lot of good fighting games coming out lately. Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, coming soon. We've got Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. These games have been really exciting for me, and they've been exciting for you, it seems, because they're starting to get a lot more viewers than I used to get when I would branch out and play non-Dragon Ball games. Like, I'm starting to actually get pretty good views on my Sam Show vids, on even my Street Fighter 4 videos. Those have been a huge unexpected success. So thank you guys for that, and I hope that you've been enjoying me branching out. I know some of you have really not been enjoying it. You've let me know in the comments. You've made it very clear. But unfortunately, you know, this has been my goal all along, is not to be a Dragon Ball channel, but to be a general fighting game channel. Some of you might even know I haven't even seen the whole anime of Dragon Ball FighterZ, or of Dragon Ball Z, that is. I've seen, like, up through the Android saga, just because I'm not really, like, a Dragon Ball fan. Like, I like it, it's just not really, like, something that I grew up with, or something that personally has, like, a huge fan factor for me. But what I am is a fighting game fan. I've been playing fighting games my entire life. I've been obsessed with them for well over 10 years, going to tournaments for over 10 years. So that's what brought me to Dragon Ball FighterZ, was that I'm a fan of fighting games, and that's what I want to bring to this channel. I don't just want to be a Dragon Ball guy, I want to be a fighting game guy. So there are going to be Dragon Ball videos coming out, don't worry. I'm not done with the game, like I mentioned earlier, but I am going to be mixing it up a lot with other stuff, other fighting game stuff that I want to do. So I hope that that's okay for you guys. I hope you'll continue to support and watch my channel. Be patient with me as I try new things. I really appreciate you guys. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.